Greetings. Hi, I'm Dr. Walter Jacobson, a board-certified psychiatrist. I want to talk about how to deal with guilt and shame. Well, it's very difficult for people to release guilt and shame and the sort of self-loathing that comes from that, from things that they've done in the past that they feel bad about, that they regret, where they were hurtful or unloving in some way, and so they carry a lot of this guilt and shame and self-loathing. Now, I talk about in my book Forgive to Win that the way you can repair that, get rid of guilt, shame, and self-loathing is to you need to forgive yourself and love yourself. And the way to forgive yourself and love yourself is actually to forgive and love others. I'm not going to go into the rationale, the theory, etc. Just for the sake of this discussion now, the more you get out of yourself, be of service to others, esteemable acts of kindness to others, be generous, compassionate, forgive others their trespasses, stop judging others harshly, try to treat others as you wish to be treated, try to be more accepting and loving. The more you do this for others, see the good in others despite how they're behaving, you will be seeing the good in yourself despite the past. You will start to like yourself and forgive yourself and love yourself and appreciate yourself. The more you love, appreciate, accept, and extend kindnesses to others. Okay, so this is how you can build your self-esteem. And when you build your self-esteem and forgive yourself, then the guilt and the shame goes away. It takes time. It takes a lot of practice. So in the meantime, however, a little shortcut. I mean, you still got to do that work. You still want to do that work of kindness, generosity, service to others, esteemable acts, forgiveness of others, acceptance of others. You want to do that work, but also keep in mind that there's another approach to how to deal with the guilt and shame as you feel overwhelmed by it. If somebody says something or you have a thought which triggers a guilt and shame about the past, you have two choices. You can either dwell on it and go into a nice deep depression, or you might develop anxiety and fear that people are going to abandon you because of past behaviors that were unloving. So you can it can trigger all sorts of negative feelings and fear and remorse and despair, and you're just ruining your present moments. You're just stuck in like negativity about the past. That's over. That's done. That's water under the bridge. It's spilled milk, and here you are victimizing yourself, beating yourself up over something that happened, and you can't take back. And it just is. It's too bad, but it is. It was, but it's done, and it serves no purpose to beat yourself up and torture yourself over the things you've done in the past that you can't take back, you can't change. All you can do is make a commitment to right action, a commitment to kindness and goodness and ethical behavior now, day to day. That's all you can really do. So what I advise people to do is, if you get caught up in fear, in guilt and shame, is, okay, take a moment and say, okay, right, I still feel bad about what I did to so-and-so. I still feel ashamed of that. I'm embarrassed by it. I feel bad about it. Yeah, okay, yes, I feel guilty. I feel ashamed about it. I'm sorry I did it, okay? I acknowledge that. I send out my amends, my apologies to those I've offended. I've done the best I can to make amends to those people I've hurt. Okay, now I'm done. I spent a minute basically acknowledging that that I was a putz, and a minute of kind of beating myself up, and then be done with it. And then go, okay, I did it. I attacked myself for a minute. Okay, happy now? Good. Now can I have lunch? Now can I water the plant and have some fun? Can I watch the movie without feeling bad about myself? Yeah. So if you have a big need to beat yourself up with guilt and shame, just put a time frame on it. I'll beat myself up for a minute, and then I'll go about my business, and life will be good. Okay, that's it. Take care. Peace be with you. See you next time.